You see what I see? Hold on. Had to get that on camera. You can't tell me we not in the last days, man. Anybody who says different, they're a liar. We're in the last of the last days is what I meant to say. We're in the final chapter of the final chapter. All right? All right, Shalom. Once again, I'm thankful and I'm grateful to be able to come out here once again to preach and to prophesy unto my people, being you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And according to the Holy Bible, you are the biblical Israelites. And this is based off of your father's paternal line. This is based off of agnet relations. This has nothing to do about maternity, all right? And we understand that our people have been scattered all throughout the earth. So our people look like all nations under the sun. So if this word resonates with your spirit, more than likely it is because you are an Israelite. Okay? We also come out here to preach and to prophesy unto you other nations, to let you know your judgment, to let you know your future. All right? And before I get started with my lesson, you know, as always, I have to give all thanks and praises unto our power, the power of Israel, not the power of any other nation. All right? And what's his name? Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Wa'arakwadash. And there's another chariot up there right now. As soon as I look up, there's one right above me, and then the one that I just showed you. So Kahala Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right? So, not double honors. Peace, blessings, much respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, on down to the rest of the elders who rule well within Israel. Salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like, pushing out this purified truth to the rest of the church who believe as well. You men who may not be teachers or prophets, you women, sons and daughters also. And the water too, Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel and the nation of Israel alone, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. All right, so let's get to it. Let's go to the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 1. James, a servant of the Lord power and of the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. So the 12 tribes of Israel, aka you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you've been dispersed all throughout the earth. All right? Why have you been dispersed all throughout the earth? Because that was a curse placed upon our people. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. So our people have been scattered. Our people have been dispersed all throughout the earth. Okay? And now our people are caught up in all these different ideologies, all these different doctrines, all these different lies. Okay? And how I like to explain it, imagine taking a bag of Skittles, right? Because a bag of Skittles is multicolored, which also expresses how our people look. Our people look like all nations under the sun. So a bag of Skittles is multicolored. If you opened up that bag of Skittles, and let's say you opened it up in your kitchen somewhere, okay? And your kitchen has a hard floor. You open up the bag of Skittles, you pour it on the floor, the Skittles are scattered. Some of the Skittles went under your refrigerator. Some of the Skittles went under your stove. Some of the Skittles went under your table. Some of the Skittles may have went into your living room. Okay? They've been dispersed. But every last one of those Skittles come from the same stock or the same bag. Although they've been scattered, it doesn't take away they come from the same bag of Skittles. Our people have been scattered all throughout the earth. It doesn't take away that they come from the stock of Jacob. Now, seeing that it's in the curses that our people have been dispersed, it's through this word that our people are being gathered through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay? Now let's go back to James 1:1. James, a servant of the power and of the Lord Yahushai Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. Greetings. So our people are scattered everywhere. Okay? And seeing our people are scattered everywhere, it's only right to assume that our people look like all nations under the sun. All right? Some of our people look like a straight up, there's a chariot hovering in the sky right now. Hold on. Let's see if I can get this. That light ain't blocking the view. Where is it at on the phone? See it? That is our way out of here. We are at the end, man. Okay? The mark of the beast is almost ready. Okay? This economy is about to collapse. We are in World War III, and the finish line is right there before us, right now. What are you scoffers and scorners talking about? Death and deliverance is coming from these vehicles. Kahala Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay? And as I was saying, seeing our people have been scattered all throughout the earth, we look like all nations under the sun. Some of our people look like straight up so-called Chinese people, man. Okay? Some of our people look like straight Arabs. Some of our people look like straight up white people. Our people look like all nations under the sun. And sometimes you can't always tell the spirit because our people have been so destroyed, they have the mind or the mentality of a heathen. Okay? Yeah, man. And chariots is a sign of our salvation. And the scriptures tell us these signs would be shown. Also verifying that the Lord is with his men. Signs and wonders are constantly being shown. Okay? To give you believers out there more faith, and you scoffers and scorners more room to shut the hell up. All right? Looks like it's disappearing. All right, so the angel's like, get your ass back to the lesson. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Let's get back to the lesson. You saw it with your eyes, man. All right, where was I at? James chapter 1 and 1. James, a servant of the power and of the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. Now let's go to the book of Ephesians. It's a little hard to see, but it's all right. I feel like flipping through some pages. This is Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 11. And he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and teachers for the preaching, for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Mashiach, till we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of the power, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Mashiach. So all the brothers bring something to the table. No one brother has it all, okay? Even when it comes to our teachers, okay? Seeing that they are over us, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai has set this up where the body collectively is what helps solidify this truth, okay? One brother may bring out something that another brother didn't know, okay? One brother may break the scripture down in a way that a brother didn't think about. And the brother's like, dang, that makes sense. I didn't think about it like that. You know, that just made the scripture even more three-dimensional, right? So seeing how the Lord has set up men in different offices, different men are bringing something to the table, right? It's all for the fulfillment of the building of this third temple, the fulfillment of building up the body of Yahweh Shai. And as the body comes together completely, all right, that's really what makes up the 100% truth. Because no one man is capable of doing everything. But Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai has risen up different men, and collectively we're one unit and we're unified through the doctrine of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? All right. Where was I at? Ephesians chapter 4 and 14. That we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro and carried about every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive. So we can't be like children, being tossed, back and forth with different philosophies and doctrine. You got to be firm in this. If somebody comes to you with something and it may sound good, you be like, dang, that makes sense. Does it line up with the scriptures? If not, why are you giving your energy towards it? Why are you claiming it as doctrine? Okay? The truth is found in the Holy Bible, man. All right? But speaking the truth in love may grow into him, in all things, which is the head, even Mashiach, from whom the whole body fitly joined together and compacted by that which every joint supplieth, according to the effectual working in the measure of every part, maketh increase of the body unto the edifying of itself in love. So the body edifies itself in love. Okay, and if you claim to love your brother, you are going to love your brother in truth. You can't come out here, teach this word, bringing out the scriptures, breaking it down perfectly, but then at the same time, you have an evil eye towards your brother. Well, guess what? You have a hole in your doctrine. You could come out here and break the scriptures down 100% and have hate in your heart towards another brother who's doing the same thing you're doing. You have a hole in your doctrine. Let's talk about that, right? So we come out here in love, man. We come out here in love and truth. Not only are we trying to tell you the truth of the scriptures, but we also love you according to what the scriptures say. Okay? And we can't be deceived by every wind of doctrine. We got to be firm in this ministry. Let's go to the book of Proverbs. Chapter 18 and verse 1. Through desire, a man having separated himself seeketh and intermeddleth with all wisdom. And you can't be desiring to get involved with all wisdom. All right? You got to be involved with what the scriptures say, man. You can't be doing your own thing. All right? You can't be out here in the world saying, you know what? I'm going to mix the Bible with the Quran, and then I'm going to also add some Buddhism into it, right? I grew up a Catholic, so I'm going to add some Catholic into it. You got to be about this word, man, wholeheartedly, period, point blank. All right? Now, what I'm going to do, pull up my Apocrypha. Pull it out in my tablet here. This is the book of Sirach. Also known as the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 36 and verse 11. Gather all the tribes of Jacob together, and inherit thou them as from the beginning. So the Lord is gathering the tribes of Jacob through his word, man. And anybody outside of that, they're not going to make it. See, when them missiles get shot off during World War III, a lot of our people going to die here in America because they don't think it's going to happen. But it's biblical prophecy that the Lord is going to melt this place, man. Okay? And we tell our people the truth and they abhor us for it. They avoid us. They don't really consider. They don't want to give heed to the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which is okay. But if you're of the elect, this word is going to reel you in. You are going to be gathered through this ministry. Okay? You are going to be embraced by this word. This word and you are going to be fitly joined together because this word is meant for the elect. It's natural. It's nature. Okay? Gather all the tribes of Gather all the tribes of Jacob together and inherit thou them as from the beginning. O Lord, have mercy upon the people that is called by thy name, and upon Israel, whom thou hast named thy firstborn. O be merciful unto Jerusalem, thy holy city, the place of thy rest. So the Lord is gathering all the tribes of Jacob. And he's doing it by sending his men out here to preach this word. Now let's go back to the very beginning. And let's go to Genesis 49. In verse 1. And Jacob called unto his sons. And today, spiritually, Jacob is calling unto his sons through the prophets, because his prophets, or not his prophets, because the prophets are of Jacob. So Jacob is out here on the streets, all right, gathering our people through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which in fact, it's not even us gathering our people, it's the Lord using us to gather who he sees fit. Okay? And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. Gather yourselves together and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father. Okay, so now it's really time for our people to gather together, because now is our salvation nearer than what we believe. Let's get that. This is Romans chapter 13 and verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. So our salvation is nearer than what we even know. Our salvation is close. It's so close that the final prophecies are already here. The final countdown is already ticking. Now we're just waiting for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai to say, okay, let's make some things happen. You know how easy it will be for the Lord to have America shut down within a week? The Lord could send an EMP attack. It could be an inside job, right? Then they could blame it on some other country. Then that could end up pissing off this other country that is blamed on, right? There's so many ways that could really just bring this society to its end, bring in the mark of the beast just like that. Okay? You think Mr. Musk putting that chip in that man successfully, by the way, is a coinkadink? No, it ain't no coincidence. It's because we are there. We are at that point now. Now it's just a matter of time of when. Okay? Because now that article's been put out, many people have seen that and they're like, okay, so it was successful. Maybe I shouldn't be so worried. Maybe I shouldn't be concerned. Everything will be all right. So a lot of people who say they're not going to take that chip, when the time comes, they're going to take the chip because they may be in a wheelchair. They may say, hey man, if you take this chip, you'll be able to walk again. If you take this chip, okay, you'll be able to talk better. If you take this chip, we'll be able to increase your memory by 50%. Okay, if you take this chip, we can have it to where you don't get sick. Okay? And then people will hear that and be like, you know, if you take this chip, we can have it where you open up your door at your home without needing the key. Okay? We can have it where when you go to your job, you don't need your badge. Okay? You could just swipe your hand or put your forehead to it. Or hey, maybe you want to put it in your elbow. Wherever you put it, hey, we got you. Esau gonna try to bribe the people, man. Okay? Now, seeing that salvation, let's just read it again, and that knowing the time, and we know the time that we're in. The prophecies are here. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Okay, so a lot of our people are asleep. And sometimes men in the truth may find themselves sleeping. When I say sleep, I mean, hey, what's going on, bro? Hey, and at the end of the day, this isn't just talking about, you know, our people going to bed, right? This is more so speaking of our people spiritually sleep. You're not paying attention to the signs of the times that we in. Okay? Now, back when Yahushai was on the earth, when he was about to be crucified, okay, and them Romans had came and snatched him up, 3 of his disciples, they kept falling asleep before that happened. And he ended up telling his disciples to pray because the flesh is weak. So being in this flesh, it's easy to get distracted. It's easy to get caught up with the cares in this world, okay? And although we have this word going out all throughout the earth, our people still deny the fact that this truth is going out, okay? It happens all the time, okay? I don't know what's going on over here. I don't know. But anyway, so let's go forward. Let's go to Mark. This is the book of Mark, chapter 9, and verse 40. For he that is not against us is on our part. So those that teach Yahweh and truth, they are a part of us. But a lot of you men, because they're not of your camp, you have a problem with that. This ministry is going out, okay? And this word is gathering the elect. Hey, I don't bite you, I can go by. So this word is going out. And that's why we're in the season of World War III right now. That's why things are intensifying, because the Lord is shaking up the earth. And eventually the kingdom of heaven is going to be established. All right? Mark chapter 9 and 40. For he that is not against us is on our part. For whosoever shall give you a cup of water to drink in my name, because ye belong to Mashiach, verily I say unto you, he shall not lose his reward. So either you're with the Lord or you're not. Even doing something as simple as giving the Lord's men something to eat or drink, hey, that could get you delivered, man. Okay? That could truly get you delivered. All right? It's that simple. But a lot of our people won't even do that much. A lot of our people just don't want to do anything to please the Lord. And that's why a great destruction is coming. Okay? When I had a dream of the lake of fire, I tell you, there was nothing but fire before my eyes, man. I saw nothing but fire, and I knew I was elevated high in the sky. So this fire had to have been pretty elevated high in the sky. That was some deep fire that I saw in this vision. And as far as my eyes could see, whether it was to the slight right of me or to the slight left or straight ahead, it was nothing but fire. Okay? But from my view, it was like I was standing at like a doorway. Okay? And I was looking outward, but down into it at the same time. And in my mind, I knew I was high in the air. Okay? And I saw a nuclear missile descending into that fire. Well, these people are going to be consumed in that fire if that's their judgment. A lot of people are set up to be thrown in that fire water. All right? Now let's go to Psalms. Because seeing that those who are not against us are actually with us, if they're teaching the truth, they are considered brethren. But a lot of men are camp banging. If you're not a part of their camp, if they don't know you personally, you're obsolete, you mean nothing. While they themselves may not even be a man of the Lord. Okay? Let's go to Psalms 133. And we are in the time of great revealing. We are in the time of the Lord revealing a lot of things. We are in the time of the Lord signifying who he's really with. We are in the time of exposure, men being sought out of being fraud or being exposed of being a real brother. You know, being exposed can come good or bad. All right? That chariot, beautiful, man. And that other one's still above me too. Actually, there's four. Okay, there's more than, I'd say there's more than 10 chariots out here, man. All right, so Psalms chapter 1, 33 and verse 1. A song of decrees of David. Behold, how good and how pleasant is it for brethren to dwell together in unity. So how do brothers dwell together in unity? Brothers dwell together in unity by having the doctrine. This doctrine is what binds us together. We may be separated. You may be way in Europe somewhere. I'm way over here in the dead middle of Babylon. Okay? How are we going to dwell together in unity? We dwell together in unity through the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. We dwell together in unity through this truth. Okay? A song of decrees of David. Behold, how good and how pleasant is it for brethren to dwell together in unity. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 14. 1 Corinthians 14 and verse 31. For ye may all prophesy one by one, that all may learn and all may be comforted. Okay, so we're teaching Yahweh Shai. We're dwelling together in unity. We comfort one another. That's what this is about, man. This isn't about coming out here to show how great of a teacher you are and to say, ha ha, I'm better than you. It's not about bragging and boasting and saying, see, the Lord's dealing with me more than you, ha ha. This is about brothers building each other up, man. This is about brothers being inspiring, okay, and being inspired, man. This is about receiving and giving. This is about playing your position, man. This is about showing you're different than all these people in the world. We are different than these people in the world. We're not even of this world. As much as we may look like we're of this world, we may have that common look. We're not of this world, man. And that's what these people don't understand. We are not of this world. We are set up with a purpose. We are on a mission to wake up the elect of Israel. Okay? And that's exactly what the Lord is doing. He's waking up his elect. Because just like I myself was asleep, many people who may still be asleep, if they're of the elect, they're going to wake up to this ministry and be inspired by it and hold on to it, even if it's at the very last seconds. Okay? For ye may all prophesy one by one, that all may learn and all may be comforted. Okay, so we comfort one another, bringing out these scriptures. And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. So the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. And the Lord is showing signs and wonders and verifying that. Okay? Hey, and the fact that they hung right when I said that. All right? The Lord is verifying who his prophets are. Now, we humbly say, we hope we are of the elect. We don't know if we're of the elect, but you should still discern that you could be of the elect, seeing you're doing what the Lord wants you to do to the best of your ability. You out here fighting, man. You out here putting your hands to the plow. You can't turn back now. You feel me? So there's really nothing to do but go hard for the Lord. Okay? Be a good brother, man. All these evil ass people, let them devour each other. Let them backbite each other. Let them be fake one to another. Why in the hell should we be like them? This word is supposed to change you. This word is supposed to change your life, man. Okay? But if it doesn't, it's because you're not of the elect. But the prophets are back on the earth, man. And a lot of you see us as just these normal random guys who just shown up teaching the Bible, not even understand the same Bible that you have at home or in your phone or that you grew up knowing. Those men are back here on earth doing what I'm doing right now, right before your eyes. And you will see eventually that there were prophets among you. There are men just like myself doing this, and you avoid them, you hate them. Okay? Like I was at work earlier, and I'll bring a coffee, I'll bring my hot coffee or whatnot. I ended up needing to go on my break, and I left my coffee behind, right? I damn near didn't want to drink it when I got back because I feel like people hate me so much, they'll try to poison my drink, man. I really be feeling like that. I be feeling like motherfuckers will poison my drink at my job if they could. Okay? Because you people have a hatred towards the Lord's men. Matter of fact, let's go to Luke. All right, this is the book of Luke. This is the book of Luke, chapter 6, in verse 22. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. So people see us as the enemy because we have a different spirit on us than them. We're not friends of this world. So there be days when I'm at work, if I somehow accidentally leave my drink behind, I'd be real like hesitant to want to drink it again, because I be feeling in my spirit, people be wanting to take me out, man. Because I just be seeing it in people's demeanor. It's like when I come around, certain demons just instantly hop on people, you know? And they'll just be having these looks on their face. And there be times where it's like they might smile and act buddy-buddy, but it's like through discernment deep down, I know if you could, you try to poison me, you try to kill me. But you can't kill who the Lord don't allow to be killed. All right? You've been killing the prophets all day long just by the tongue alone. All right? But now we're in the time where Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is going to bring a great deliverance unto his prophets. Man, these chariots is out here. Hold on. Hold up. Put my glasses on here. Let me see. Right there. You can't tell me Yahushua not with us. You got to be bugged out of your mind to think that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is not with his men. Look at this. What are you talking about? I just want to stare at it for a minute, man. Give me a second. Yep. It's things like that that's going to inspire the church and motivate you and show you how real the Lord is. But it's also stuff like that that's going to have a lot of you hating ass men out there who claim to be brothers even more angry. Okay? The Lord is with his men, whether you like it or not, man. The Lord is going to do what he wants to do. Okay? The Lord does what he wants to do. Okay? He reveals what he wants to reveal and how he wants to reveal it. Period, point blank. All right? And it's revealed that the prophets are back on the earth and they're out here doing this work. They're out here doing what I'm doing right now, regardless of if they can't grow hair on their head, right? Or they don't have a beard on their face, or they hair nappy. They under 6 feet tall, you know? The Lord is dealing with who he's dealing with. He does what he wants to do. And the 1 Corinthians 14:32, and the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. Now let's go to Romans chapter 2. Okay, Romans chapter 10 and verse 17. So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the power. Okay, so I just read in 1 Corinthians 14 that we prophesied that our people may learn. We also prophesy to help increase the faith in the believers, to put a certain spark in you, man. Because look, this society promotes death. This society promotes nothing but wickedness. But we come out here to show you, hey, that's not the way to go. Just because everybody else is doing that, don't think there's not a judgment coming for these people. Judgment is coming to this earth. And I guarantee you it's going to be far beyond what you probably expect in your head. I guarantee it. It's going to be a time like never before on the earth. Okay? That's scary as hell, man. But we got Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. I'm saying it's scary as hell because it's coming from the true power. How could you not be terrified? Okay? Let's go. Romans 10 and 17 again. So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the power. Let's touch on Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 2. For unto us was the gospel preached. How is it that I believe? Because I heard this gospel preached. Now, it wasn't preached to me up front, but I heard the gospel preached. And that's how I got inspired. Now, I already called myself a believer of the Bible back in the world before I came into this ministry. Okay? Days and days and days in darkness, right? But back before I came into the ministry, what I was considering myself was a Orthodox Christian, because I felt in my heart of hearts that who they called the Messiah, who they called Jesus Christ, is a so-called black man. I always felt that in my heart. So I decided to put it upon myself. I'm Orthodox Christian. Basically, I'm an original Christian. All right? Then the next thing you know, I come across this truth, okay? Through YouTube. And because I heard it, I was inspired by it. I was moved by it. And I was moved by it right away. It didn't take no time. The second that I heard it, I was hooked. The second that I heard it, I knew I found something that I need to be digging more into. Okay, and now I'm out here teaching because just like many people, they've had that opportunity, but it's not really doing nothing for them. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them, these non-believers. But the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. So if you don't have faith, this word is not going to profit you. This word is only for the elect. Only the elect, the 144,000, are going to be able to sing this true doctrine. All right? Let's go to Revelations. Chapter 14 and verse 3. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne. And you can find the old song in Exodus 15. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders. And no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. So only the elect are going to really sing this tune. The 144,000 are going to have this true doctrine. Okay? No one else is going to be able to achieve this, man. To obtain this. If you are not of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, you may even come in for a small moment. But you're not going to endure until the end, whether by death or deliverance. 144. Okay? Let's touch on Mark. Chapter 2 and verse 1. And again he entered into Capernaum after some days, and it was noised that he was in the house. And straightway many were gathered together, insomuch that there was no room to receive them, no, not so much as about the door. And he preached the word unto them. Okay, so you had people being gathered together because the word was being preached unto them. So just like right now, we bring out this word, and our people who are of the elect, wherever they may be, are being gathered together through the word. We may not necessarily know each other. We may not necessarily be next to each other physically, but we're being gathered together through agreeing with the doctrine, agreeing with what the word says in spirit and in truth. Okay? Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. So the 144,000 are going to have that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, which will cause them to be stable. Now, what does it say about an unstable man? Let's go to James. If I can see it. This is James chapter 1 and verse 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So a double-minded man, which is the majority of men, they're unstable. That's why they're not going to have any stability when all hell breaks loose. That stability is only going to be for the elect of Israel. If you're not of the elect of Israel, you ain't got no chance in hell, man. And guess what? All the women who are alive, they gonna flock to the man of the Lord. We gonna have the pick of the litter, and we're not just gonna be out here saying yes to every woman. We're gonna be very selective out here, man. Okay? Because this truth is going to keep us stable in the days of evil to come. Period, point blank. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. So we're going to be stable because of this truth and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. So if you have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and that's your strength. And guess what? Women are going to naturally cling to that strength when it gets ugly out here. And it's going to get real vicious out here in the streets of Babylon, man. It's going to get real ugly out here in the streets of Babylon. All right? Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. So a man is going to be made more precious than fine gold. All right? Why is that? Let's go to Proverbs 16 and 16. How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver? So this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is better than silver and gold. This knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is going to deliver us from the destruction to come. That's why a man is going to be made more precious than fine gold, because this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is going to seal him, okay, and protect him. It's not going to be that way for all men on the earth, only for the elect men of Israel. How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver? Isaiah 13 and 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. So a man is going to be made more precious than fine gold, because a man of the Lord is going to have this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding sealed within his mind, which is more valuable than gold, more valuable than silver. Okay? And withholding, not withholding as withholding, but withholding as in literally holding, okay? Withholding on to this truth comes afflictions. Grief comes with it as well. So certain men, they may not be stable enough to hold on to that. All right? I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Let's go to 1 Peter's chapter 1 and verse 6. Wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations, that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, so having this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you will be tried. Okay? Might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahushua Mashiach. So when Yahushua returns, the Lord is going to give his men glory. We're going to have real power, man. We're going to have crowns. All right? We're going to have everything that our heart can desire plus more. Okay? There are things that we don't even know exist that we're going to have. Okay? Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 1. In that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Why does it say we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel? Because in the law, let's just get that. Let's go to the law right quick. Exodus chapter 21 and verse 10. If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall not diminish. So in our law, it shows that a man can have more than one wife. But if you take on another wife, you have to take care of her by providing her with food and raiment. Okay? So food, clothing, and shelter. Food and a covering to cover her body, whether it's through clothing, and also to cover her body with shelter. Okay? So if a man was to have a woman, he's not supposed to pump and dump her. He's supposed to take care of her. Now, we live in a society due to feminism. You can't expect a man, which some men are capable, some aren't. But you can't expect a man to say, you know what, I'm going to take care of all the bills, you stay at home. You women wanted to go to work. And with doing that, you affected a man's pockets. Now a man isn't even making nearly as much as what he would have made if you would have just stayed your ass in the house, okay, and took care of the house, if you would have been keepers at home, okay? But the scriptures tell you that Eve was created for Adam to be a helper unto him. You women think coming into this truth, you could just catch a free ride. Oh, a man's supposed to just take care of me. No, you were created to be a helper. It didn't say with what, whether it's bills, whether it's sex, whether it's food, whatever. It said you were made to be a helper. So I don't want to hear no excuses on, oh, he got to be rich. I don't want to go 50-50. He better pay everything. You are made to be a helper. Okay? So seeing that it's in our law, going back to the point. Exodus 21 and 10. If he take him another wife, her food and raiment and her duty of marriage shall not diminish. So it's in the law that we are to provide her with food and covering and sex. Okay, it didn't say you had to take her on extravagant vacations. You had to pay for a BBL. You got to put a big ass ring on her finger. It didn't say none of those things. Those are things that women put on you. Okay? Now, the reason why Isaiah 4 and 1 says this, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying we will eat our own bread, okay? Because a man will be providing normally, but she's like, you know what? You don't got to worry about that. I just want to be under you and wear our own apparel, because being under that man, he will provide her with clothing, with a place to live. But in the times to come, a woman's going to be like, look, you don't need to take care of me. Let me take care of you. Let me be under you. I just want to be under your protection. That's what's coming. Okay, and a lot of these Israelite women, they're going to find out the hard way. Okay? In that day, 7 women, and it's not just 7 women. It's however many women the Lord sends to you, okay? And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. So in the law, let's go back to it. Exodus 21:10, if he take him another wife, her food, in the time coming, these women are not going to be focused on you getting them food. Her raiment, they're not going to be focused on you getting them clothing, and her duty of marriage. That's the only law that they're going to be trying to follow in these days to come, is you giving them the rod so that they know, okay, I'm under his protection. Now I feel secure. I didn't gave up the most that I can give to this man, which is my body, since my virginity gone, right? So going to the law, these women are going to fulfill that we can have multiple wives. They just gonna be trying to give you sex, man. They just want protection in the days to come. That's why it says in the book of, let's go back, Isaiah 4:1, it says at the end, only let us be called by thy name, which is what? To fulfill that duty of marriage, to take away our reproach. And these women are full of reproaches. These women are scorned, man. You even have women with tattoos talking about they're scorned. There's this woman at my job. She has this shirt that she wears. And I kid you not, it reminds me, I think it's in Jeremiah 5. But it says, woe is me. And right next to the statement, woe is me, there's a hand open with 5 fingers. And it makes me think of that scripture in Jeremiah 5:30. And I think it says, woe is me, and something about the woman putting her hands in the air, which I haven't gone into it in a while. But it's the spirit that makes her wear this shirt, because she gonna be destroyed. She's a so-called black woman, and she be smiling all day in these Edomites' faces. She might even be in the Edomite men. Okay? But a lot of women have it coming. And they're going to come to a man of the Lord for protection. 1 Peter 1:24. For all flesh is as grass, and all the glory of man as the flower of grass. The grass withereth, and the flower thereof falleth away. So all you men, in the times to come, you're going to be put to death. We're all mortal men, but the Lord is going to glorify his men, though. His men are going to be more precious than fine gold. But the word of the Lord endureth forever. And this is the word which by the gospel is preached unto you. So the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai are going to endure forever. The Lord is going to give his men strength. And these women are going to naturally cling to that. They're going to see the power within us. But most of these men, they're going to die. Okay, they're going to wither away. Let's go to Zechariah chapter 12 and verse 8. In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them in that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as the power, as the angel of the Lord before them. So the house of David is going to be as the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. But the majority of men on this side, they're going to perish. They're going to be put to death. Okay? And women are going to see that and be in fear. Looks like I see a fox or something. Might have been a fox. A lot of you Israelites, you're a bunch of cunning foxes, man. Okay? Isaiah. Isaiah 65 and 13. Therefore thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servant shall eat. And a part of us, we understand we're going to be eating because there's going to be women saying, look, I got food, baby. Just take care of me. I hid some food. Just protect me. I just don't want to die. I'm scared. I just want to be under you, right? Therefore thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. A lot of you men out here, you're going to die of hunger The Lord gonna get rid of a lot of you men. A lot of you niggas are horrible. You just in the way, man. The Lord gonna kill you and give your wife over to a man of the Lord. All right? But ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. So when women see that, they naturally gonna wanna come with us, man. They gonna see we got joy of heart. They gonna see we uplifted, we smiling. In the time of destruction where all these men are crying like women, these men are getting put to death in some of the worst ways imaginable. And then here you are praising the Lord, smiling, drinking wine, right? And a woman gonna see that and be like, I need to be with this guy. Hey, could you allow me to come with you? Little do you know she got 5 other women with her. Could you allow me to come with you? Look, you don't have to worry about anything. I know a place. I got food. I even got clothes you can wear. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, right? You might be thinking she trying to set you up. You test her or whatnot. She be like, no, I promise. I promise you, just protect me and da-da-da-da-da-da. You go to the place, she got 5 other women there. There's food there. You know, there's men clothing in the closet, somehow, some way, never been touched, right? The Lord is going to do miraculous things for his men. Watch. I can't wait. It's going to happen, man. Miracles are going to come. Things are going to happen. That's like, wow, really? I did not see this coming. You thought it was going to be this. It's going to be something far past that. And the Lord gonna destroy all these fucking vehicles, all this loudness, all this shit's gonna come to an end, man. I'm tired of this shit. Luke chapter 10 and verse 19. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents. You don't think these women are gonna cling to a man who has power in the days to come? Women are gonna naturally cling to a man with power. When this economy collapses, a rich man means nothing. A celebrity means nothing in these days to come. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over the power of the enemy, and nothing by any means shall hurt you. So women are gonna see that, they naturally gonna wanna cling to us. They gonna see that strength and be like, yeah, I need to go over to him. I need to go to this guy. He seems to have the answers. Okay? I've always wanted a man of God. I finally have him. Although he's been here this whole time, now suddenly you acknowledge the guy, right? That's why the men of the Lord are going to be really selective on these women. Really selective. Ezekiel 7 and 12. The time is come. The day draweth near. Let not the buyer rejoice, nor the seller mourn, for wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. So judgment's coming to the earth. What you women gonna do? Cling to a dead man? Cling to a dead corpse that was once a rich man? Right? For the seller shall not return to that which is sold, although they were yet alive. For the vision is touching the whole multitude thereof, which shall not return, neither shall any strengthen himself in the iniquity of his life. The strength comes from Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. These women are going to see that in these times to come. So now the Lord is gathering up his elect. The elect are being sealed. Destruction's going to come. And I'm not even just speaking of the thermonuclear missiles. I'm speaking of a great temptation, a great trial is coming to America like never before. The mark of the beast is right around the corner. A day of reckoning, a day of destruction, a day of judgment, a day of terror, a day of fear is coming to this earth. You don't think these women are going to naturally cling to a real man? You think these women are going to be clinging to a dead man who was once a celebrity? A woman might be thinking, oh, Usher, his effeminate ass. Oh, Usher, he's so handsome. What you going to do in the future if you happen to see Usher's dead body? You going to give him a hug and try to take a picture? Huh? A lot of you men, you got faith in money. You got faith in women. What you going to do when your big booty woman that you put faith into is being eaten by a bunch of men who are cannibalistic because they ain't ate in weeks? They've been barely getting by. Okay? The Lord gonna bring some evil to this world, man. Let's end it with Isaiah. Isaiah 66:2. For all those things hath mine hand made, and all those things have been, saith the Lord. But to this man will I look, even to him that is poor and of a contrite spirit, and trembleth at my word. So we have to have a stricken spirit. This word should hit you in a certain way that brings terror to you. You should be imagining just how dark, just how terrible the Lord could really do to people, man. And how we do not want to be on the opposite end. Okay? Let's go to verse 4. I also will choose their delusions. So the Lord is actually choosing people's delusions. Okay? And I will bring their fears upon them. So the Lord is going to vex you with various fears. Okay? Because when you go into that word delusions, it really just goes into vexation. And will bring their fears upon them. Because when I called, which he's calling through his prophets, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear. But they did evil before mine eyes, and chose that in which I delighted not. So because of that, the Lord gonna bring evil to this world. And evil like never before. And when evil comes to this world, you don't think these women are gonna want to cling to a man of the Lord? A man who's been serving Yahweh by Shem Yahushai? Why would you go to a dead man? They're already dead now. Now they're soon to be physically dead when judgment comes. Then naturally, what are women gonna do? You got women talking about, well, not all women are girly. Not all women want to sit at home. Maybe some women are good at shooting guns. And hey, you gonna see that your words, every outer word that you're saying, you're gonna be held accountable for it. There's gonna be a draft coming. And you women who are masculine, you're gonna prove yourself, all right? The Lord has heard every outer word you've spoken, how you don't need a man, you independent, you a boss bitch. You're gonna be thrown on the front line. And we gonna see how far you get. But the word's going out, the end is coming. All right? Hey, let's bring this out. Matthew 24:14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. And then shall the end come. So this gospel's going out. The end is coming. All right? Evil's coming to this world, man. And this word is bringing it. All right? Yeah, really, Yahweh by Shem Yahushai is bringing it. And we're the ones who's singing it. We're just vessels used by Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. All right? So I'm going to go on ahead and wrap this up. Lord willing, this lesson, it was simple and it was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. So as always, I got to give all thanks and praises unto our power, the power of Israel, not the power of any other nation, all right? Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Bahashem Wakakwadash. Until my next lesson, Shalom.